Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Old Iron Garage. Thank you for tuning in. So tonight in the garage, I am going to be working on the Mcculoch 152 chainsaw that I drug home today when I went to look at a couple of vintage Toro mowers. And here it is. I have it in the vise in a pretty well vertical position, about as vertical as I can get it. Man, that is a monstrous thing. It makes my vise look pretty small. Anyways, and the reason why I have it in this position like this is because I wanted to take out the spark plug and fill the cylinder with this solution that I mixed up to free up the cylinder, to free up the engine, to free up the piston. Because when I tried to pull on the rope when I was checking it out, it would not budge. It was stuck. The engine was seized up. But I made a discovery when I took the cover off. When I took this recoil off, I actually made a couple discoveries, and I'm going to share both of them with you here momentarily. The first discovery, well, let me change my let me change to the camera on the other side of the phone, and then we will discuss it. Discovery I made, and this is a little sad, and this comes from sitting on a damp floor, possibly in the dirt. The magnesium of the saw is getting just eaten away. You can see that hole there from sitting in moisture. Very sad. It's even worse on here. Now, the saw is not necessarily done for yet, but that is very unfortunate. Somebody could probably find the replacement pieces they need online, on eBay, if they wanted to. Maybe even with good original paint. I'm not going to fix that issue. The most I might do is clean this up the best I can and mix up some epoxy and put it along there just to add a little bit of something to protect what's remaining. That's the most that I might do. If I can get this saw running good, I might actually do that. The other discovery I made, and this is major, it's not stuck, but right there and right there, it comes against something hard. I don't know what. I'm going to take the spark plug out right now and see if it still does it. I had already loosened the spark plug a little bit and decided, well, because of these recent discoveries, I want to record before I go any further. Okay, so that spark plug does not stick down in very far, so I doubt it's the spark plug. I'm going to have to dive in a little deeper, guys. I'm not familiar with this saw. Could it be anything over here? As far as I'm aware, it's not. It's just a standard chainsaw type drive with a clutch. So I don't think that would hinder it any. The piston is going up and down in the bore. It looks to me like the piston is actually, you guys probably cannot see in there, but from the dim light I can see in there, it looks like the piston is hitting the top of the cylinder. That's strange, guys. So anyways, yeah, I am going to bring you guys back in a little bit. I really shouldn't have been turning that over without lubricating the cylinder. I am going to lubricate the cylinder. Fortunately, I didn't turn it over fast or very much, but I am going to lubricate the cylinder, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. I'm back. So I mixed up the stuff and I put it in an oil squirter can, and basically this stuff is, well, one thing I know that is great for penetrating and releasing stuff is automatic transmission fluid and acetone. Now, I don't have any acetone on hand, so I mixed ATF with some other stuff. A little bit of WD-40 and a little bit of, in this case, because it's going to 2-cycle, I used some 2-cycle fuel. I wanted to mix with gasoline. I was like, well, I got some 2-cycle fuel here on the bench, a little squirter thing to, to bottle feed a carburetor, so I'm going to put that in. I went with those fluids to help thin out the ATF. So I'm going to put a fair amount in here. The piston is near the top, so I'm not going to completely fill the cylinder. Like I said, the piston is at the top of the cylinder. I'm going to go until it reaches the spark plug hole. There. I'm going to go up and down with it. Looks like, of course, that went down into the crankcase, which isn't a bad thing. Might help to lube some stuff up down there. I'm going to do that again. I might do this a few times. You can see the fluid in there. Guys, why would, I know you can't see it, but I can see it. Why would, hey, it does full revolutions now. Oh, praise the Lord, guys. I was about to say, what would cause the piston to collide with the top of the cylinder? I'm guessing there was just some carbon buildup or something in there. The mixture that I mixed up definitely did something for it. It freed something up, helped to move something out of the way. I'm going to repeat this a few times. I'm going to do this off camera, though, because, it's going to be the same thing over and over. So I'll bring you guys back in a bit. We might try to fire this saw off tonight, bottle feeding the carb. Guys, I'm back. So, I made a little more progress on this off camera. One problem I was having is that you could pull the recoil rope out, but it wouldn't go back in. There's just a lot of dirt and debris in there, so I tipped it. So this opening here where the rope goes in and out is pointing down, and I pulled the rope out, and a bunch of debris came out. So I went on the backside and turned it by hand manually to pull it back in. Did that several times till most of the debris was out. And then I put, like some fluids down in there and kept pulling the rope and feeding it back in. And I put that, the mixture I put in the cylinder, I put some of that in there. I put some WD-40 in there, just tried different things, and kept pulling the rope, and eventually started freeing up, and now goes back in, come on its own. So it was stuck on my thumb there. Yes, that works great. Anyways, so I have here this handy dandy tool from Harbor Freight. It's a little borescope camera with LED lights on it. And we are going to take a look. I don't use this very often, but I do love this thing. It is very handy. We're going to take a look inside the cylinder. Hold on a second. I'm going to try to operate this one-handed because you know what? I might even, let me try to put this thing down on the bench and See if I can't figure out how to do this. Sorry about the camera movement, all the camera movement. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do this one-handed. One moment. Get this up here to where I can get in there. That should do. Okay. So let's turn it on. There's a nice glare there. So we are, there's the cylinder hole. Hold on a second. Zoom out. Brightness. Let's start with the brightness in the middle for the light. Cylinder, from what I can see, doesn't look bad. There's the top of the piston. Let's see if we can take that down. That's going up. Oh, that's as far as she goes down. It doesn't look bad. I mean, I do see some vertical marks, but I've seen much worse. And let me tell you guys, this saw seems to have really strong compression. So, alrighty, let's move on. I'm gonna shut this off. I like this thing. You can take and you can record and save video. You can take photos. Very handy tool. They have different size, like different diameter, bore scopes. There's a smaller one and a bigger one. I intend to buy those if they still carry them. If not, I'll be looking on eBay. Let's see. Where was I going to go? I did off camera lubricate. Let me turn this light back on now. I did off camera lubricate the chain because, as you can see, it's pretty well rusted up. Don't know if that chain's going to come back to life and be any good. I'm probably going to soak it for a few days in evapo-rust and see what happens. I'm going to have to degrease it first. Like I said, I lubed it up. I'm going to try and free it up from the bar. Let's take a look in here. I'm going to turn my phone light on. See, we have an air filter in here, as there should be. It appears to be in good shape. Just maybe need a little cleaning. It is relatively clean in here. There's some debris, so it needs a little cleaning out. But there's the carburetor. I'm sure the diaphragm down here in the carburetor, there's a diaphragm down in the bottom. I'm sure that is shot. It's probably rock hard. But I might go ahead and dive into this carburetor tonight and just give it a good cleaning, inspect it, and check out the diaphragm. For this style carburetor, they have plenty of kits available online, so I should not have a problem finding a carb kit. Now, in case somebody hasn't noticed, this does not have a fuel cap. And there is... Oh, I should have taken a look down in there with the bore scope, but I guess you can see it's got a big enough opening. This has sat for clearly a long period of time with no fuel cap, so that is very dirty in there. I'm going to start with compressed air, and then I'm going to put some fluid down there, cover it in my hand, and shake it all around, slosh it all around for a while, dump it out. I'm going to clean this thing out really good before I ever put any fuel in there. But I looked on eBay, found a fuel cap, but it wasn't just a fuel cap. It came with this cap as well for the bar and chain oil, and it was like $20 plus tax and shipping. So I took this. I tried a couple other large chainsaw fuel caps, but they weren't anywhere near this size. So took this plastic cap off of a bottle, wrapped some electrical tape around there. I am going to source a fuel cap, but this will at least keep large amounts from sloshing out. It's not going to be a perfect seal, but yeah. I'm working with what I got here, guys. Anyways, I am going to work on the saw a little bit off camera. Just do some little things. Actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Yeah, I will bring you. I'm going to bring you guys back in a second. I might work on getting that bar and chain off, completely off the saw. I'll bring you guys back in a second. Hey guys, I'm back. So I got you guys situated up there where you can have a nice view of the bench. Got this thing on the bench. Can you hear that? A nice crunch. Ew. I don't know if I can save this bar and chain. Main thing I'm trying to save is the saw head, the engine, and just, you know, all that. But if I can save this bar and chain, that would be awesome. But that's probably asking a little too much, I would guess. I'm going to try. So I'm going to get this off of here. And at another time, at a later time, I'm going to clean. I'm going to get the chain fully loosened from the bar. Might get it off of there. Probably not going to do it tonight, but mainly I just want to get this off of the saw head tonight. But what I'm going to do is, you know, I got that lubricant, that penetrant all along the bar and chain and on the sprocket on the end of the bar. And at a later time, I'm going to take that bar and kind of work it a little bit, free it up so I can kind of bend it to fit it into the bottom of like a little tub like this, and put, you know, enough evapo-rust in there to... Evapo-rust is a fluid that dissolves rust and eats away at rust, and put enough in there, you know, a couple inches to completely cover it, and then put the lid on it, let it set for a week, couple weeks, a month. I don't know how long I'm going to let it set. I might check on it after a week, see how it's doing, but I'm going to have to degrease all this, because that is it dissolves rust, but it's actually water-based. Don't understand that, but it works very well, guys. So I'm going to have to degrease all this for that to really work. And then, yeah, and just see what happens. I'm going to try to find, if I can't find anything, I'm going to make something to lay this in, and that I can pour evapo-rust in to completely submerge this bar. See if I can get the sprocket on the end turning. But you probably can't see it. No, you definitely can't see it very well, but down here it is very pitted. So I don't know how well this bar and chain will be for cutting, if I can save it at all. But I'm going to try. Anyways, without further ado, let's get that off. Big. There we go. I put a little bit of PB Blaster on this hardware. Oop. Forgot to point you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, huh? I put a little bit of PB Blaster on these nuts here to help to free them up. Come on. Being a little stubborn. It's like an extra wide nut. Look at the width on that thing. Okay, let's see if this will pop off. I noticed there's like a cutout here. Oop, there's a washer there on one of them, but not on the other. Okay, I noticed there's like a cutout here. You see through there. I don't know if that's part of the design or if that's broken. Trying to figure that out. It might just be a chunk broken out of it. It appears to be like a chunk that's broken out of it, guys. It's like a jagged edge. It's not a nice, it's not machined or like it was cast that way. So that appears to be broken. Looks like the chain is starting to let loose. I figured it probably wouldn't be too hard to get it to at least let loose. Let's work our way around the sprocket. There we go. Come on now. Come on now. See if we can put down. I'm gonna put down that screwdriver so I don't accidentally stab myself. Come on, I'm trying to get it to completely clear. There we go. There we go. Let's see if I can get it off back here. Come on. Come on, come out of there. Aha! Man, guys, that is one... Oops. Sorry. That is one stiff chain. Well, like, can I get it to bend? Sort of. It's pretty crunchy. Come on now, bend. Try not to cut myself on these rusty teeth. That's one stiff chain, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to save that. I'm going to try. I mean, I'll try to save pretty much anything. I'm known for saving things that really should not be saved. So, man, this is one heavy bar. Ooh, that's got some weight to it. See if I can show you what I was talking about the pitting. So, I don't know. You can see how pitted it is, especially right here. Oops, sorry. I don't know how thin that's getting. So, I don't know if this bar is any good, even if I do get it cleaned up where a chain will ride in there nicely. That side's not so bad. This side's pretty bad. This side clearly was against something that was damp. I'm going to work on getting that freed up and then cleaning out the groove, cleaning out the track later, and then inspecting it. Kind of cleaning up the whole thing. Inspecting it. I'm going to set this off to the side over here somewhere, off the bench and out of the way, along with the chain. I can just lean that chain up against the wall because it ain't going to bend and fold and fall in a heap on the floor. That's pretty sad. Okay, guys. That's bent up pretty good. Wow. See if we can pop that out a little bit. It's like pushed in. I'm not going to try and... I don't know the exact original shape it was supposed to have, so I'm not going to pry it out too far. Just a little bit. That looks a little better. That's empty. Need to fill my squirt bottles, but I'm out of PB Blaster for like a refill can anyway. I do have more WD-40, but I just haven't refilled it. Spray some on this adjustment here. Come on. work that in a little bit. Make sure it moves like it should. Yep. Moves very nice. I think that I'm going to cut the video there, guys, and I'm going to make a second part. This is going to be part 1. And I'm going to make a second part of this video, probably a third part, maybe fourth. I don't know how far this is going to go as far as like different, multiple parts to the video. But I don't want this video to be like super long, like hour and a half or anything. So I'm going to cut it there. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And please hit that subscribe button for more uploads on this saw. For more video uploads on this saw, to watch more progress on it. And to see my other projects in the future. I hope you join us again. All right. Thanks again. Bye.